Hi, I'm Damari Gray. You're watching Reggae Boys Commentary.
Hi everybody, I'm Darren Moore and you're watching Reggae Boys Commentary.
Hi, my name's Lee Williamson. Subscribe to Reggae Boys Commentary.
Hi, my name is Joby McAnuff. Subscribe to Reggae Boys Commentary.
Yes, Reggae Boys Commentary, like and subscribe, yeah? Reggae Boys Commentary, like, share and subscribe.
Reggae Boys Commentary, subscribe, like and share. Is that the right order?
All right, folks, welcome back to Reggae Boys Commentary. Thank you all so much for tuning in to another video on this channel. Really appreciate it. As you guys can see, we have a very special guest joining us today all the way from the UK, and it's none other than the man himself, Troopz. Troopz, Wagwan, it's an absolute pleasure to have you, my friend.
Nah, it's an absolute honor to be on the channel, you see me? Because Jamaica every time. I see your hard work, Simon, and yeah, it's a blessing for us to finally reason, you get me?
Yeah, man, really appreciate it. Thank you so much. It means a lot. Honestly, just want to catch up a little bit on how things are, you know, especially not only in the UK, but of course you as well. People from day one, the first time that they see you on YouTube, they know, yeah, man, this brother have Jamaican in him. So let's touch a little bit on that. So yeah, your heritage, is it your mom's side? Is it your dad's side? Talk us through that.
So it's on my mom's side. My dad's from Pakistan, so I'm coolie still, like proper the real coolie. That's me. But Jamaica come from my mother's side. So on my grandmother's side, they're Westmoreland, and then on my grandfather's side, they're from St. Anne. So obviously that was the start, and then they did move to Kingston, and then they did find their base in Marvelly, and now the base is probably, I'd say, Marvelly now still. But where at the start was St. Anne's and Westmoreland.
Okay, all right, cool. And like growing up as a kid, did you like come to Jamaica for holiday and stuff like that, visit family and thing?
Yeah, so I was born 87. So the first time I did go to Jamaica was 91, and it was me, my nan, and my mum. I was there for about 3 months, and I can remember vividly from even at that point. I remember like just waking up early in the morning, like 7 o'clock in the morning, because the sun's beating from all 5:30, 6 in the morning. So from 7 o'clock, I bathed, I'm on the road, and then in my little garrison, everyone knows my uncle. So before I even touch down, everybody and their mother knows, say, I'm pulling up, my mom's pulling up, my nan's pulling up. So when I'm just like, everybody wants to take me places, they're taking me on the road, they're taking me halfway tree, all over these places. I'm 4 years old these times. And my mom will come out and be like, yo, where's my son? And then they'll be like, oh, this one, take him there. He's with this one, he's with that one. And it was just like the love I felt from Jamaica. It resonated from the first I did touch the island. And with the way I did grow up in a Jamaican household, it was just pure Jamaica that I grew up on. So I grew up on my nan, God rest her soul, pure fish and ackee and salt fish and steamed green banana, yam, ackee, all of that from a youth man. So yeah, Jamaica. And when I went from that time, that's when I did like start to try the food, because when I was in England, I was more of I was a foreigner. It was pure English food that I want to eat. I don't want to really try the Caribbean thing. But when I went out there now, I started eating the rice and peas, the jerk chicken, the curry goat, the oxtail. And yeah, from there is where like it really did start.
Okay. Very nice indeed. I mean, before I continue, let me just say, you know, that's a wicked jersey you have on, honestly. Enough love and enough respect. Always.
What do you mean?
Yeah, man, I can see it in your heart and soul and passion, the love for Jamaica, and it's wonderful, honestly. Yeah, because I was gonna ask you, you know, like growing up in the UK, if you had grew up with like a Jamaican culture or an English culture, you know, the food, the music, but you touch on the food, so it's like you're already growing up as a yard man anyway, you know?
Yeah, it was. I was literally raised as a yard youth. Like my mum was always listening to the at that time it called dancehall. Yeah. Obviously, my nan's listening to Greggy Isaac and more that type of genre. So it's pure rhythm in my yard. On a Sunday, it's mad. Food's cooking from all 7, 8 o'clock in the morning. Food season from the day before. And obviously, at that time, you had my great grandmother, my nan, me, and my mother. So it's 4 generations. So so everything I see. So I remember even my nan, when she used to do her hair, and then she would put the the comb on the stove and bonnet. And I'm like, yo, wait, I do. And then she had like all these type of things as a youth, man. Like she's burning the chicken hair on the stove. I'm like, yo. And when like my brethren will come and see, they're like, why is your nan burning the chicken? I'm like, it's chicken hair. They're like, nobody, what do you mean? Like that like the heritage was inbred, that it was put in me from young. And then obviously my mum, she was like, she had me young, so she was like fully with the music thing, innit? So I mean, pure Buja Banton, Beanie, Bounty, or that era, Wayne Wonder, all of that, like. And then obviously, so when I start listening to it now, my time was more Cartel. Cartel is my artist. I'm not gonna lie, Cartel are my artists. So yeah, it's built in me, man. it is.
Wicked. All right, that's cool. And I mean, going a little bit on the football end now, would you say, that was the reason why, Arsenal was a team that you support? Because there's been such a large number of players of like Caribbean heritage that went on to play for Arsenal, Ian Wright and David Rocastle during that time, Viv Anderson, all of them Mondays, like opportunities were given to the Caribbean community, if you get me, in those early days.
Yeah, it's true, because my mum, so my family is Mrs. Mad now. My family Tottenham. So yeah, man, it's mad still. And then all my wife is Tottenham as well. So the only Arsenal is me, my two youth, them, and my mother. Everybody else is Tottenham. So my mum weren't really into the football thing. And then when Righty started kick ball at Crystal Palace, obviously he's a good looking black man. She said, well, I know who this like. So when he go to Arsenal now, she kind of follow him to Arsenal with the support. So that obviously when he moved to Arsenal, it was 91, 92, them time there. So I must have been 4 or 5. So that's the times I'm getting into football now. So then the first shirt she bought me was an Arsenal shirt with Ian Wright on the back. And then she started to educate me about Rocky, Kevin Campbell, Viv Anderson. I was like, okay, cool. Like this is our thing. And it's like I felt at home at Arsenal. I felt like I related to Arsenal. Like when I looked at the other teams, I was like, yo, there's no one in that team that kind of represents me. Represents like my environment, where he's from Brockley, South U. I'm from Northwest. It's different sides of the border, but it's the same type of environment. So I fully was like, yeah, all right, cool. I resonate with this. But Ian Wright was the part. He was the main part to play.
Yeah. How does it feel for you when you walk inside the Emirates and you see, whether you look to your left or to your right, you see massive Jamaican flag all across the stadium, really, because even on the island, as you know quite well, there's a massive following for Arsenal as well.
So the first time I did see that banner, I couldn't believe it, because there's one inside and then there's the big one on the outside, the new one. But there's one in there originally, and it's a decent sized banner, and it says like "One Love Jamaica." And the first time, because I remember when they were trying to get it done, like true, like they got the Slovenia one, they got the Poland one, they got the Iran, they got America. I'm like, yo, I see the Ghana one, I see the Nigeria. I'm like, yo, where's our representation? You understand? Like, little but with Talawa, arm to some boy. So when I did see it, like actual live vision, I was like, raw, this is mad. Like, Jamaica is in the Emirates Stadium. Like, this is crazy. And then right outside the Emirates Stadium, they had like a nice little jerk spot. So it's like around the stadium, there was like from it opened till about maybe before Rona. Yeah, there was 1, 2, 3, 4 Jamaican spots around the stadium. So whichever entrance you did enter the stadium, there was a yard spot. If you want a yard, you're walking past the yard and you could smell the jerk chicken. You're in the stadium and you could smell the jerk chicken from the pan. And it was just like, Arsenal know what they're doing. I can't lie. They know what they're doing, like, especially with the culture. I think we're the most cultured club in the UK. I don't think another club has the type of culture we have. Because when I look at the other clubs, it's like, it's our club. Our club is more, it's more family orientated, and it's more community based. So I think that there's more of a family environment, and they're more accepting, I think, especially in them times. It was more hard as a black man to go to football. Arsenal was a ground where you could go to and be like, yeah, man, I feel cool here. I feel safe.
That's interesting, honestly. So last season, when you drop the Arsenal kit and you see in the Jamaican colours, did that surprise you? or take you aback that Arsenal were going with this look and actually, accepting of the Jamaican and Caribbean community by extension?
That one was all right. They're really on the island, like, you get me, and they're really embracing us. That was a big shock. I never thought that would happen. I can't lie. Like, for them to actually, like, with Ajax and that, I get it, innit? Because Bob Marley and them thing there, the way our culture is, I get it. But with England, it's not as, they're not as accepting. You understand? Like, we're very free people. We believe in a lot of things, and England is more like, so when they actually embraced that, I was like, all right, cool. Maybe our corner is being turned. But whoever done that is a marketing genius, because I don't go, like, I didn't go carnival this year in London, because I was actually away at the time with them. I just came back from Jamaica with the youth and my mum. So then me and the wife went on vacation. So we was away, and then a couple of the man them went there, and then the man them was just like, yo, everywhere man was walking around, all man saw was the Arsenal yard top. It was flooded, like everywhere. Like, people who don't even support Arsenal were buying the top. Like, Jamaicans were like, nah, I got to support this thing. Like, it was that. That's probably one of the most popular tops I've seen. You see that everywhere. Even when I went, like, pre-season tour in America last year, that top's everywhere. Everywhere. And it's not just like Jamaicans are buying it, it's everybody's embracing it.
Yeah.
Everybody.
And that's the lovely thing about it. The entire world just so captivated by what our island has done for the entire world. You think about impact we have done and the impact that we have left on the entire world. It's honestly, it's something that you can't put in words, based on what we're able to accomplish. So it's truly is special in that sort of aspect. And maybe you recognize it, maybe not. In maybe a decade ago, you look at Arsenal's squad and you saw, well, Oxlade-Chamberlain, Kieran Gibbs, the man you called Wally Walcott, all of Jamaican heritage as well.
Yeah.
There are opportunities being given. Yeah, some man went on and played for England, but some, that person with Jamaican heritage as well, even up to this very day. So there's always that ingrained of, some man from the Caribbean culture, heritage, they're getting an opportunity one way or the other in the first team.
And that's the thing. It's Arsenal has a lot of, like, people with, like, Jamaican heritage and Caribbean heritage. I think it's one of the most in the Premier League. I think like Chelsea's probably catching up. Sterling's there, Whisper's there now as well. They've had a couple other men as well. I think what's name? Eddie Newton. I think he might have Jamaican descent. I think there's another one from that generation as well. But Arsenal was the one that was always like, yeah, he's a yard man, he's a Caribbean youth, he's a yard man, he's this, he's that. And it's just, I think it's like, because you would have thought it would have been more Liverpool, because Barnes, like, I remember when I went to the island the first time, and even like when I went 98, it was pure Liverpool on the island. So you would have thought that Liverpool would have more embraced it, but it's maybe because it's London as well, and there's that big Caribbean population in London. It's more rife than up north. Like, the only other place I can really say is a big population of Jamaican is probably Birmingham.
Yeah.
Because it's when you go up north, it's more English. It gets watered down. You get me? Like, London's more cultured. You go to a certain point, and then it kind of cuts off. And because it's colder up there as well, people y'all man trying to go there. Y'all man trying to go there. That's why I'm so surprised there's so much yard man in New York, because wintertime cold out there, but then summertime is the sun I beat.
For real, it's true. It's true. Yeah, man. You hit the nail on the head there, because you might have a sprinkle up north, maybe a Yorkshire, Leeds here, so but Birmingham and London, them are the place there, as you rightfully know. Where you walk into the ground, you leave in the game, you're gonna run into somebody who you either know or somebody with Jamaican heritage you just rap with after the game. I'm sure you face that all the time, even when you did in New York.
Yeah,
people you say, yo, enough away out here, so
that's the thing. Like, it's especially New York. Like, there's a big, like, you go Brooklyn, you go Bronx, you go what's the place a bit further up, man? Mount Vernon.
Oh yeah.
Full of Jamaican. You think you're in halfway tree or something? You think you're downtown because it's just yard shop everywhere. And even in like back in the day, it was like that in London as well. It was like that in London. Like London was like there were certain areas you go, it was just Jamaican. It was just now it's kind of they kind of gentrified it and they kind of pushed us to like the suburbs and like we don't have like the places. So like Brixton used to be able to go to Brixton and just you find a patty shop on every corner. Now it's not like that. You find a coffee shop on every corner. So it's kind of London's kind of changing now. It's more on the outskirts. Like you still have yard shops, but like that dominant Jamaican feeling you had, like when you went to Peckham, you knew it was like Nigerian domination. When you go to Brixton, you knew yard. You go Tottenham, you know it's more African again. You go Harlesden, that's my area now. Yard. You understand? Now it's more. It changed up still. It's still got the Jamaican, like the Jamaican community there, but it's not as as it used to be.
I get that, and I mean, you know, London already a melting pot. You have the Asian community there and other nationalities, so everything mix up. So we get we are trying to say 100%. And I mean, being where you are right now, did you ever think that online media? Did you ever see or think yourself down a path like this, where you'll be able to communicate, express your opinion, show your passion for something you love, football?
Never, like never, blood, never. Because especially the way that, especially with like my delivery, the way I talk, it's a lot of slang. I'm not media trained. Like obviously, I go on TV. I'm not gonna swear on TV. Cause I've been on TV, so I know how to talk on TV. I'm not gonna switch the way I talk, but I'm not gonna swear. You get like I will still say you get me, you zimmy, you don't know, like you can't. That's me in it. That's how I talk in it. So that's just how the thing run. But nah, if you said to me that like I'd go Jamaica and people would know who I am, I'd say you must be mad. I said the only place they're gonna know me is where I'm from, blood. You hear me? Like, whereas like when I talk about like my wife, we went out, so we go every year now from after since ting. But the first time I did take her was 2 years ago. Like we went together. She went before when she was younger with her mum. But they just stayed on the resort. They didn't really do nothing in it. I'm a yardie. So I'm like, yo, we're not staying on the resort. I said, we can stay at the resort, but we're outside. Yeah. We're sleeping here, but we're outside. You get me? So like I take her around the island, show her everything, show her the things you have to do, Negril, all of that. Showed her the nice, took her to Kingston, took her Marvelly, took her to the Garrison, showed her like, yo, this is where my family start. Like, we still have a house here, we still have a shop, and like everywhere I'm going, people are just looking at me like, you fear that somebody in her? That's the first thing they say. You fear that somebody in her? And then I straight away, the first thing I say, I go, about my blood clot, young. Troopz in a real life. Troopz in a real life. It's like a man. My God, Lily's like, my wife's like, yo, this is like England. Like everywhere we go, they know you and they show you mad love. Like, and I'm like, yo, I said, this is the island. This is my home. Like, you get me? This is home. Wherever I'm doing, I'm representing Jamaica. Like all my catchphrases has something Jamaican in it. It might be bad word, but I'm promoting the island. You get me? Like I've got people that you would never expect to say the words that we say, saying our words. I've got children, apologies, saying it to their mother, and their mother don't even know what they're saying. So it's like, because like little kids will come up to me and be like, "I'm my blood clot, young," and I'm like, and they with their mum, and I'm like, yo, do you know what that means? And then she's like, nah, but he loves you, so yeah, like, can you get a picture? I'm like, all right, cool. Like, I'm like, yo, bro, educate yourself. Like, you understand? Like, it sounds cool, but you see me? If you know, you know. Understand? So it's like, I could never have dreamt of that. I'm just a kid from North. I'm a kid from Northwest London with Jamaican heritage that just enjoy football and love my island, and that's literally it. Like, I could never have dream to have even like when I was in America signed with Barstool. Like I could never have like this thing was never a plan. Like I literally went on AFTV. I was angry with Wenger. I said my feelings, and then the next thing now, it's just woodum. Like it was never. You get me? People was at the start. It was, oh, does he really talk like that? But then the people that knew especially the Jamaicans, they knew straight away, nah, this youth's a yard you. Like, you can just tell the way he carries himself, the way he says certain words. That is a yard you. Like, he might not bar Jamaica, but he grow around proper Jamaican people. You understand? And it was the community that took me in. You understand? That was like, nah, man, he's one of us. Like, he is one of us. Like, we have to represent this shoot. And then that's the support, and it just took it to another level. And now it's just like it's dream world. It's like where man can chat to players, where I could call Shamar, I can call Antonio, I can just ring Amari. Yesterday I was with Maps, watching my son kick ball. Like, this is like, brother, this is mad. It's like, even down to Abba, I could call Abba, yo, I'm coming to Marseille, bro. This is dream world. Like, I never like. It's just blessings on blessings. Like, I have to thank the Most High every time, because without that, without his help and the support and the support of the people, then this thing ain't happening.
Yeah, God is good. Honestly, you know, it just goes to show it. And for any young person watching it as well, don't give up. You know, don't give up on your dreams. Keep going, because you know your time will come. Everybody have their time in life. You know.
That's what my mom tells me. My mom says to me, don't rush nothing. Don't look at other people and say, oh, why is he doing that? Or why am I getting that? Or it's not your time yet. Your time will come. You understand? Patience is a virtue. You know what I mean? Don't Jamaica, we're not bad mind. We're not red eye. So, you know, so we're not watch. No, man. You know, we are doing. Yo, we just do our thing and just, you know.
Yeah.
Blessings will fall upon you, man.
For real, man. You hit the nail right on there. I agree 100% with you. And you feel like over that last decade or so that like mainstream media, the TV, the radio, the newspaper start to appreciate the online content more, you know, over time, especially within the UK.
It's now carry on.
Yeah, I can hear you. Go ahead.
Go ahead. They're looking at like what we do now, and they're trying to take it onto their platforms. And because they have a bit more funding, they can like make it look a bit more fancy. But it's a lot of what we've been doing from the get-go. The like where we would like get a set of Liverpool fans and a set of Arsenal fans and have a debate, get a set of Arsenal and Man United. Now you see Sky Sports has got the overlap where they're inviting on football fans from the clubs to have these debates on these big social media platforms. So I think fan content has changed the game. Whether people like to admit it or not, it has made a major impact in the way the media, the media side of the game is shaped now. Because anybody can have a valued opinion now. At one point, it was just you have to have a college degree, you have to be on a radio station, or you have to be a ex-footballer or sitting on Match of the Day. You had to have some form of
credential.
Yeah, some form of credentials to just literally talk about a sport that everyone can play, everyone can watch. You get me? You don't need a degree to play football. So why do you need a degree to talk about football? Do you understand? Like, if we're being real, most footballers ain't that smart. You understand? They concentrate more on football than school. You get me, blood? Like, even my youth a smart youth. But if you say, what's he better at, school or football? I'm going to tell you straight, blood, he better at school, blood. If I tell him whip it top bins, he's going to whip that top bins. If I tell him what's X, Y, Z equals da-da-da-da-da, he's going to sit there for around 2 hours trying to break the thing down. Like, it is what it is, blood. You get it? I swear down. It is what it is. But you can see that it is evolving, man. It is, and it's evolving rapidly.
Yeah, man. Rapidly, yeah, that's the right word to describe it. And, you know, that's why one of the reasons, you know, your son have to come play for Jamaica too, you know, because he's doing well on the ball work and things. So
he knows blood. Like, even yesterday, I let him, because Maps. I didn't even know Maps was turning. That's the maddest thing. I didn't even know. So I've gone to the game. Trey's playing. It's half time. So then Maps must have heard me talking, and then he's come over and he's tapped me on my shoulder, and I turned around. I said, "Raw, yo, what on?" He's like, "Yo, my nephew's in goal on the opposite team." I said, "Swear down." He's like, "Yo," I said, "Raw." So then I said, "Yo, what's Trey?" And I said, "Forget the brethren thing. Let me know. Like, tell me what you think, innit?" And then Maps was like, "Yo, just keep pushing him, bro. Like, he's got what he's got." He had a little word with Trey. And I just said to Trey, like, yo, you remember he was Jamaica centre back, you know. So we need midfield, we need a proper DM to go in there and just chop. You understand? And just spray the ball. You see me? And even him, he said like, yeah, Dad, I want to play for Jamaica. Like I said to him, yo, you be king of the island, blood. What do you mean? I say, yo, you be king of the island, blood. I say, yo, fam, you be chilling with Bolt and them thing there. Yeah, man. I said, yo, dog, because he loves it as well. He loves his Jamaican food. He knows his heritage. He knows he's Jamaican. He's proud Jamaican. Like this, it's when I look at him, it's like looking at me as a youth, where I can see that he's proud of where he come from, and he makes it known. Like when when the jersey them did drop straight away, yo, Dad, you see the new Jamaica top? Yo, we need to get that. I said, yeah, I see it, but I've already ordered it. Don't worry, man. That's already on its way, but I see that, blood. Like even the new drop just now with the tracksuit. He's like, yo, Dad, I need that for my birthday. His birthday's in March. So I was like, all right, cool, little present and everything. But he's very into Jamaica. The younger one, he's 8 right now, so he's just floating about. But where Trey's 10 going to 11, he more understands it.
Okay, right, very nice. And I mean, like week in, week out after the Arsenal game, do you keep in touch and check his score and say, okay, so this Jamaican did well today. Antonio played today, he scored. Bobby Reid, he scored. Just to keep in touch with the Jamaican lads and how they're doing at their clubs as well. Yeah,
always, man. When they score, I'll always like. If obviously I can't watch every game, but if I catch a highlight, like if I catch a match of the day and I see Bobby scored, I'll always like post it on my Insta at him. Like, and Antonio follows me, so me and him chat regular anyway. Shamar, even though Shamar's in France, I watch Shamar. I see Whisper made his debut finally. Bailey's mashing it up at Villa right now, and I said that when Emery went there, he's going to take Bailey to another level because Emery's very good with forwards. Like when it was a blood clot, young, like a blood clot, that was Emery. You understand? Yeah. Emery had our front line moving mad. You understand? So he's very good with forwards. So I knew that he would get the best out of Bailey, and I've seen that he's due to sign a new contract till 2027. So that's good to see that he's going to be staying in the Premier League, and he must be cozy because him there Birmingham. So only per yard man round him. So I mean he's comfy, and you see me. Even how when Damari was linked with Saudi, I did see that. I was like, rotted, Jamaica get money as well now. Yeah, man. Like, yeah, I know that I keep my eye. Like, even with Blake, he's at Philly. When I used to go and watch Philly. I used to go and they had a striker as well.
Corey Burke.
Yeah, man, Corey Burke. See it there? I know, you know. Yeah, man. I know. Yeah, man. I proper support the man, them, man. Only when they play against me, they're ups. so like yesterday, I was praying for Antonio to cry, so I'm happy today. Yeah, man. Ball, my ball. Trust me.
What a game. 6
Wow. Hammer the hammers.
Yeah, I tell you, Adam Yard.
Yeah, turn it into tennis. 6 love. Yo, my nan did love tennis as well. Hey.
Yeah. Boy, man, I tell him. Quite something. Yeah, so putting that all into context and thing now, Troopz, how excited are you when you see so much yardman in the Premier League, in the Championship, and now coming together for Jamaica World Cup qualifiers later this year? I'm sure you must be buzzing and, over the moon with the quality that is in the squad.
Yeah, man, I'm excited, man, because there was a period where we just had Bailey. It was just literally Leon. Leon was kind of carrying it, and there was kind of the level weren't really there, and now like there's a lot of improvement. The management as well. I love what coach is doing. I like how there's a togetherness now, because after I was at the Argentina game in Red Bull Stadium, and I was talking to the players after at full time, and Ravel. I was big up Rav, even Rav, big up Rav's family from Wade, and he's saying to me, "Yo, what do you think?" And I was like, "We were in the game until Messi came on the pitch, and then it's like you lot's heads just dropped. Like you need to keep your heads, blood. Like if you kept your head, like when you weren't there, you kept your head, and they still had ballers on the pitch. Enzo was on the pitch, Alvarez was on the pitch." Di Maria was on the pitch. Ballers is on the pitch, and you're keeping them. You understand? We're putting out a respectable performance. Like I remember getting slapped up by England 6-0 in them thing there, and saying like being in Old Trafford like Peter Crouch. What? I said what? Peter a giraffe? Yo, dog. I said no. So to see how far we've come now, and then obviously from that game, I saw like I saw like the style of play starting to be played. I saw a desire. I saw a hunger. I saw that like the players were proud to play for Jamaica. It weren't like a chore. It was like they were proud to represent. They wanted to play for the island. They wanted to represent the country. And then you saw the improvements in the side. Obviously, the likes of Antonio joining up, the likes of Bobby Reed improving as well, because Bobby was kind of, it was kind of, but then now, boom, he's gone into another level. I think it's all mentality. And I think the mentality has improved a lot. And then with the Jamaica players as well, they're playing at higher levels as well. So they're getting better training. They're playing around better players. So they're improving. And that's where I think the change has come. And it just took like for them to just like have a couple of them over there. And then for everyone to see now, yo, we're pulling up, bro. We're pulling up, bro. Like, yo. And now everybody's on it. And now you've got other people that could be coming over soon as well, who are high quality. So I just think like we're just going to get better and better.
Yeah. Well,
I think we were very unlucky in the last tournament when we lost Mexico. Was it Mexico 3-0? I think up until that we were absolutely fantastic. I think the way we dealt with Trini was mad. Yeah, send them boy back out, send them boy back to get some doubles. You see me? Like we did. Yeah, I was very. I mean, the way we did. I mean, we should have. And the way I judge Jamaica is when we play America. And the gap is getting closer and closer and closer. Because there was at one stage, it was just, yeah, we're going to play America, whatever. We might get a draw in Kingston when we go over there. Now we're going to get a slapping. Now, them man know, yo, this Jamaica team is serious now. This Jamaica team has players. You can't slip. Because Antonio will just run in. Damari will run in. Bailey will run in. You got Shamar coming off the bench. There's a lot of threats there now, blood. You understand? And we have a good goalie. Blake is our proper goalie. For me, Blake's probably the best MLS goalie.
Yeah.
And then we have us, and then we have good centre backs as well.
Yeah, man. All over the park. All over the park. Quality there, man. And I'm sure one way or another, you and your passion for Jamaica, you'd love to be involved one way or another, whether it's moral support or even on social media to, build and grow the brand of the team so that persons can get to know us better and all of that. I'm sure you'd love to, continue along that line, show that patriotism, that passion for Jamaica. Yeah, man. Like, Jamaica's part of me, innit? So no matter what, like if I'm working with them, if I'm not working with them, they have my support all the time. You understand? It's till death do us part. You get me? And even when we're dead, I'm in my coffin with the Jamaica flag on top of it. You understand? I got the Jamaica flag on top and then the Arsenal banner underneath, blood. You see me? Like, it is what it is, man. But yeah, like it would, yeah, like I think that like if people, when people say to me like, Troopz, like, what have you got, like, what do you want to achieve? Like what's your next goals in life? Like what things I've done, what do you want to do next kind of thing? My next, like, it would be to work with Jamaica. That would be like the next, like, that would be the next one on my list. Like I've done things that I'm like, yeah, I'm proud of that achievement. I'm proud I've done that. But I think working with the official Jamaican Football Federation, I think that will be, I think that's the one. That is the one. Because I just think there's so much potential with Jamaica, not just the football. I think the island as a whole. I think we get a bad rep, and I don't think we deserve it. People are trying to put out this whole scaremonger thing right now that the island is brother. Let me tell you something, bro. I'm there. Yeah, like, I'm not there now, but I'm there, and I got people there right now, and they're like, yo, this is foolishness. Like, what are they talking about? Like, the island is a beautiful island. There's good and bad all over the world. There's good and bad in London. I'm in London. There's good and bad. I go out my door, I see madness. I don't go out my door in Jamaica and see madness. And that's a God's honest truth. I go out my door and see madness in London. I don't see that in Jamaica. You understand? There's badness everywhere, but the badness you're safe on the island. It's a beautiful island. Absolutely beautiful. You know how much people go there for honeymoon, to get married? You think people would be doing this if they don't feel safe? Like, we're the most welcoming people. The most, out of the black race, we are the most welcoming people. You will not get more welcoming people than Jamaicans. That's the God's honest truth. Because we have white Jamaican, black Jamaican, Chinese Jamaican, Indian Jamaican,
out of many is one. Like it's a special island. You get me? And when you go there, you see the love you get. You see the reception. It's crazy. It will make you fall in love with the island. There's people that go to Jamaica every year. They're not even Jamaican. That's their holiday vacation. Every year, Jamaica. Every year. It's beautiful. We got the best food in the world. You're mad. Yo, the best food, the music, the sun, the weather. 365 days of sun. Come on, man. Look at the water. The water's clear. The water's warm. The water's warm. When you go in a warm sea, when you go in a sea and you can see your toes, yeah? You got deep pause and you see your toes. See them just, you see a big jellyfish, but you see your toes as well. You understand? We ain't got no sharks. We got a couple of jellyfish blood. You get me? It's a beautiful island, man. It is. It is, man. And I just think that, like I said, it's more than the football, like even the tourist side of it.
Yeah.
There's so much to it, man. And I just think that there's just, I just think it just needs a little push.
I understand.
It needs a little, put some numbers behind it, and then you'll see this thing just go vodom.
Well said, my friend. You know, it just remind me of what you said in one video. Back in 2017, you know, Bolt's last race in London and Gatlin go and win and you went and defend Bolt and everything. It just filled me with pride, you know, every day. No matter what it is, football, cricket, track and field, anything. Jamaica. First. And that's what I really, really love. So honestly, Troopz, enough respect. Thank you very much for being on. Really, really appreciate it. Keep the link, my friend. And of course, you know, stay in touch as always, man.
Definitely, man. No, blessings always. Make sure you lot subscribe to the channel. You understand? The man them done told you already in the intro. You get me? So make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe, blood.
Yeah, man. Enough respect, man.